Love the green smoke.
That is a party. See a couple more of their apparatus coming by. While we were away, I want to mention real quick the East Utica Classic. They were in our shot. We didn't get a chance to talk about them. Charity golf tournament started in 2011 by residents in East Utica. It grows every year, and it's allowed the committee to donate thousands of dollars to local families in need.
They do a golf tournament every summer, but they have a gala coming up May 6th at Hotel Utica for Nicole Koza to help with medical and travel expenses.
We saw Poppy's Place from Holland Patton, lots of gluten-free options there. They went by, and now we have the Mohawk Homestead, which is, of course, in Mohawk, and that is a retirement and assisted living facility, and they've got some of the residents in the bus there. So an opportunity for those folks to get out of the house for a little while, get out of the facility, and take part in a parade. So you absolutely wanted to give the folks at East Utica Classic a shout-out, doing some great work. And you mentioned the benefit they have coming up for Nicole Koza. So, props to those folks.
Utica firefighter. Coming into view, we have Galaxy Media Partners, Big Papa Gary Spears on Mix 102.5. You also have Josh and Cody from The Show on K-Rock. Galaxy has a big event coming up, the Wine and Chocolate Festival. It's April 15th at the Adirondack Bank Center. If there's one group that was going to bring loud music, it would be Mix 102.5. And Gary Spears, Big Papa.
One of a kind.
For a radio guy, he knows how to work the camera.
He works the camera.
Citron making its way down to the viewing stand. Citron is a long-term rehab center, but also they have the NeuroCare Center for ALS. They have the Assisted Living Center, Child Care Center, and the STARS Adaptive Sports Program. The annual wheelchair basketball game, by the way, coming up at Utica University. That's April 20th. Tickets are on sale now.
And you can see the multi-talented Kristen Copeland, leading scorer last year, and Joe Girard this year from Syracuse coming. Now the Mohawk Valley Frasers, based in Rome, dedicated to preserving the Scottish traditions of piping, drumming, and dancing. Let's take a quick listen to them.
Contracting. They employ about 50 people. Environmental services contractor in Sequoit. That is a beautiful float. Look at the rainbow and, of course, the pot of gold.
Pot of gold at the end of it.
There's a lot of work to put that on, and I know this because I had to make a leprechaun trap with my daughter this year, and it was a lot. So,
so
blow
that might
that
be a
up
little more.
by 100 and
And not only when you register and you pay to be in the parade, it's helping the Irish Cultural Center, but these folks dump a lot of money into this. I mean, just look at the amount of beads they're buying and candy. And trinkets just to hand out so that folks along the road can have a good time.
Utica Center for Development. This is the CNY Veterans Outreach Center. They have an event going on. All proceeds, this is happening today, it's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., so happening now at 726 Washington Street. All proceeds go towards a memorial fund in memory of Brian Jasek. Brian passed away unexpectedly in 27 years old. This fund is going to be used to help the nation's veterans who have a child with special needs and overcoming any hardship. Go down, support that cause. That's happening right now at the Utica Center for Development.
McDonald's, you see them marching along with co-founders and volunteers from the Utica Peregrine Falcon Project. Astrid and Aries are celebrating their 10th anniversary together in downtown Utica. They're called the Power Couple. The corporate offices are also on the top floor of the Adirondack Bank building, which is where their nest is, the Peregrine Falcons. The fastest birds on Earth. They can fly up to 200 miles an hour together. Astrid and Aries have had 26 babies.
Oh, wow.
And apparently have had no cable.
Jolene Ferris, you can watch the live camera. And Jolene is very into this, and I'm constantly getting text updates. They did this and they did that. I'm like, okay. But hey, it is spectacular because they this group they sit out and they watch the birds and track their habits, and very interesting.
No doubt.
So Sweet Candy Shop, located on Varick Street. Homemade fudge and cookies and candies, locally owned. They started 10 years ago at local farmers markets and eventually a brick and mortar. So if anybody is giving out good candy today,
it should be that
So
exactly.
Sweet Candy Shop.
And credit to them, investing in Varick Street, trying to revitalize that area down there, which it'll be revitalized today. It'll be not too busy, but busy.
Yeah, the Utica Yeti Lacrosse Club, North American Box Lacrosse League. They had a big tournament last spring. No, summer, fall? Big. Remember, you could see all of the activity downtown around the Utica Memorial Auditorium and now the Utica University Nexus Center. Ah, the Yeti.
The Yeti, there he is. Central Oneida County Volunteer Ambulance Corps, established in 1970. Serving communities in and around the towns and villages and hamlets that listen to this list: Augusta, Kirkland, Marshall, New Hartford, Rome, Sangerfield, Vernon, Westmo, and Whitestown. With 3 stations, 5 ambulances, 24-hour coverage, and the newest equipment and technology available. Busy folks right there.
Packy's Pub, located in Washington Mills, under new ownership, but the same family. It was bought by Dean and Amy Braun at the end of 2022. Same delicious food. That's going to be an active spot, not only this weekend, but next weekend, as it is March 17th, the actual St. Patrick's Day.
That's Express Employment, located on Columbia Street. They want to help you find a job. They have the Veterans Supply Drive that's ongoing.
I see what's coming up. This is an awesome float, too.
Oh, that's right. It's the Kilowatt Chasers. And that's the service organization of National Grid.
How creative. They have a utility pole and the lights and the power lines. So clever. They are not afraid of heights.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's low range for them.
We are going to take a quick break from the Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade. You can continue to watch through our commercial break, and we'll bring you more sights and sounds in just a couple of minutes.
When you're looking for a new SUV, don't settle for some tired old design. For the freshest SUVs on the road, it has to be Honda. Honda SUVs are bolder and more beautiful than ever, including Passport, the next generation HR-V, the all-new CR-V, and the totally redesigned Honda Pilot. And now all new Hondas come with Service Pass. Free scheduled maintenance for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles. For details, visit UpstateHondaDealers.com.
Dan's Lawn Care offers a complete lawn maintenance service. From mowing, driveway sealing and paving, landscape, excavation, and snow plowing. We will meet all your property needs so you can focus on other priorities year-round. Let our knowledge and experience enhance the image of your business or home. We service both residential and commercial properties in Oneida and Madison County. Dan's Lawn Care is fully insured and dependable. To get a free estimate, please call us at 315-335-6542.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic.
Get a low $299 per month lease or 0% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Welcome to the Dinghy Bar on the west side of Utica. Located on the corner of Plant and Lincoln, the Dinghy has been a Utica landmark for over 40 years. Taking pride that everything in the place is only $3, the Dinghy is the place to meet up with friends for a good time. Stop by for a pre- or post-gamer for the Comets and Pioneers. Open 7 days a week for your enjoyment. Bring your friends. The Dinghy Bar, the best in the West.
Welcome back to the Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade here on News Channel 2. We just saw the Utica University football team make its way past our vantage point, led by head coach Blaise Fagiano. Power program there, the Utica University Pioneers. The United County American Legion also coming by our view.
United County American Legion, part of the 5th District, encompasses Legion posts all across the county, fostering programs that benefit veterans, families, youth, and community causes.
Here are the Zaira Shriners. It's a network of 22 nonprofit medical facilities across North America. Children with orthopedic conditions, burns, spinal cord injuries, and cleft lip and palate are eligible for care, and they receive all services in a family-centered environment, regardless of the patient's ability to pay.
I talked about how WKTV sometimes slows down the parade, but the Shriners clowns are a big draw.
Oh, yeah.
They want to make sure every child is having a good time at this parade. Is that Buster?
Might be. Shriners band playing. A tradition of years ago was with the Shriners on motorcycles. They would race their motorcycles along the parade route, and it was something to behold. But they're still keeping the tradition of participating in parades and raising money for the Shriners hospitals. Again, treating children regardless of ability to pay.
State DOT was supposed to be the next unit, but checked in, and because of the snow, they had some work to do. So unfortunately couldn't make it, but you know, DOT always wants to remind us, when you see a plow, give them some room. Let's keep the road safe.
Right.
The East Side Drumline. The marching band was formed over 30 years ago by Pat Petrello. They meet exclusively to march on St. Patrick's Day in the parade, comprised of many area musicians, mostly Proctor High School grads, starting with the class of 1967 to now. Another candidate for Utica Mayor, Mike Levy. He's Common Council President and an accomplished musician.
That's right. And also from the east side of Utica, the 2nd Battalion, 108th Infantry Regiment of the New York Air National Guard. Army National Guard, excuse me.
What a beautiful presentation and turnout. We thank you for your service. Once again, active in our community. This is a big deal.
Remember, those are citizen soldiers of the National Guard. A lot of those folks volunteering their time, or their volunteering service, I should say. It's all, you know, they are compensated, but National Guard keeping us safe. Thanks for them for their service, as you said. Some of their vehicles, and they're always looking for recruits.
Giving away some goodies. I've seen candy, I've seen beads. The National Guard giving out Nerf footballs.
Nice.
Here comes the Clayville Fire Department.
A couple of their members handing out candy, and the big Rescue 2 making its way down Genesee Street.
I love how they're using their helmets for the candy dishes.
Yeah. Multi-purpose. we've worked together for a while.
The Life Matters Training Center in Canastota, a group that encourages you to be like St. Patrick and make your life matter.
I would be remiss as I gave two friends a shout out and not other two.
Uh-oh, you're gonna be
I'm in trouble. So TJ, Tammy, thank you for the shout out earlier. There you go.
Bob Cardillo for mayor coming into view right now. It's good. Listen, this political year, you would call it an off year,
Off,
not here
on,
locally.
No, not on the local side. You're exactly right. Looks like you're going to have primaries and then obviously the general in November. So it should be primary will be in June. Be a very active spring and summer.
Community forums are already being planned. They're in the works. We'll keep you updated on that. Bob Cardillo, I think he was the first to announce last fall.
Correct. So he said Mayor Palmieri couldn't be at the parade today, and his term is wrapping up at the end of this year. So that's going to be the open seat for the first time in 11 years, 12 years. So very, very active election season, no doubt.
PLS Asphalt Maintenance, located in Frankfort.
They will be busy come spring and summer.
PLS Asphalt Maintenance.
Coming up next, J-Dog junk removal from
Look at this
Ilion.
rat job.
That is a tricked out operation. Look at that. That's great.
There's a lot of creativity. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that.
No doubt. And you know what? It's a service probably that everybody needs at one time or another.
American-owned, veteran-operated.
Very nice. Very nice. And they have it.
844, get J-Dog.
There you go. I think we should start calling Jolene J-Dog.
Done.
Next time I'm going to page her. J-Dog. And they've got the leprechauns and pot of gold at the end of the rainbow as well. Lupini Construction after that. Family-owned masonry restoration company in Utica, mixing quality, tradition, and integrity into every project.
See what they did there?
Mixing. Oh, wow.
Ah, you like that?
I do.
Looks like they're celebrating 40 years.
Congratulations.
Are you taking note when you see the groups go by? Are you taking note what you would pick as a top unit?
It's, you know what I was thinking is that the judges have a tough job ahead of them because they're so.
Well, there's different categories.
Okay, right,
So
but
the
still.
marching units, a vehicle, fire department, pipe band.
Right.
So you're not going to put the dancers against the fire departments.
Sure.
I have a couple favorites already. New York Mills Fire Department, established in 1931, proudly providing fire and emergency service to not only the village of New York Mills, but portions of New Hartford and Whitestown as well.
And as you can hear, their electric air horn works.
I wouldn't know that's what it's called. I'm glad you were with us.
It's also a hyper yelp siren. What else you got?
The New York Mills Fire Department.
Can't tell if Chief Rick Ulinski is there or not, but he's the chief in New York Mills.
From New York Mills, we head over to Clinton, serving Clinton and the town of Kirkland for more than 100 years. They average about 1,000 calls for service every year. They've been involved in this parade since, its inception when it was on Varick Street.
So their engine into view, and now their ladder. See home of Hamilton College, and some of their folks riding on top of the apparatus.
Clinton Fire Rescue Home of Hamilton College. I'm going to try to remind you about this early next week. They have an emergency siren test coming up, and I want to make sure you know about it because I don't want to get these calls and everyone's scared that something's going on.
in Clinton.
I believe it's the 16th, but I'll let you know
Absolutely.
during the newscast.
This is
coming week.
McCraith Beverages, local family beverage distributor out of New York Mills, in business since 1972. So 50 years plus. Congratulations.
Our neighbors at WKTV, we have the Deerfield Fire District coming into view right now.
Our friends, they keep us safe. Right on Firehouse Road in Deerfield. Playing Sweet Caroline.
Sirens, and Sweet Caroline. I don't know, they're competing.
We thank the folks at Deerfield Fire Department. Always willing to lend a hand. As I said, they're our neighbors in
don't forget the
Deerfield.
fish fries.
Don't forget the fish fry. They're
Lent
going on.
has started. We have the fish fries happening on Friday night. A Deerfield favorite, but people come from all over for that fish fry.
No doubt. This is the 865th Field Hospital, a U.S. Army Reserve Combat Medic Unit representing the 3rd Medical Command, and that is deployment. Bob.
Superior Mowing, and I'm going to guess plow service as well. They were needed this morning, but hopefully spring will be here, and it'll be time to mow our lawns instead.
That's right. They brought their own leprechaun with them. It's always good to have leprechaun will travel. That used to be our motto when I was not.
Okay.
Centro with a big green bus. Apropos.
Loving the green. The Roofing King coming into view now. These parades, when you're like looking at their vehicles, you really got to appreciate the wrap jobs on their trucks. Enjoy the sights and sounds from the Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade. Following the Roofing King, we have 50 Forward Mohawk Valley. You know it as the Parkway Center. For over 60 years, 50 Forward has been providing programs and services to senior citizens, helping them to live healthy and vibrant lives. They're not only located on the Parkway in Utica, they're now in Verona Beach as well.
So certainly expanding their reach. Kelly Walters, longtime friend of News Channel 2, handling the things over there. Looks like Pepsi.
Oh, they knew though they needed to bring their greenest logo.
Exactly. So Mountain Dew gets the props today.
Pepsi Distribution Center now in the Schuyler Business Park. Local operation. Nice to have the employees here for the parade.
Driven by a leprechaun, nonetheless.
Now, there's a Big gap in the parade right now.
Yeah.
Who could be coming next?
I don't know. I can't tell.
I was going to blame the Frankfurt Fire Department, Frankfurt Center Fire Department, but I believe there's a
No, it's somebody
unit
before them.
Before that. They must have something good to give away. Oh, they must have good stuff to give away. You know what? I think it might be. Is it Pepsi?
It might
giving
be
away,
Pepsi. Yeah.
Giving away soda.
Oh, wow.
Giving away drinks.
That's probably what's taken a while.
You know what? Throwing candy is light. Passing out cans of soda
Well, at
is
least
a little bit different of an operation.
it's true because and luckily you're told not to throw candy. Well, thankfully they're not throwing the soda either.
Right. The folks marching, the workers marching with Pepsi, they're really working right now, running back and forth. They're giving away full boxes.
And look at this. So there's not much of the parade route left, and they planned it right. They're not going to run out. That's awesome. Meanwhile, you and I were trying to estimate how much candy was needed yesterday.
I couldn't figure
They've
out
got
how many
cases of
bags to
soda.
buy. Wow. That's super nice.
And go figure, my boys from Frankfurt, my folks from Frankfurt, with the loudest siren. Thank them for making the trip up to Utica today. Special note here, want to give a shout out to Uncle Richard manning Station 2.
Yorkville Fire Department bringing a real-life Sparky the fire dog. Right, Sparky?
No. I don't know the dog's name actually.
Well, no,
What?
It's like
a Dalmatian? It's a mascot.
It's a Dalmatian, but what? Isn't there a name? Sparky, right?
Well, Sparky the fire dog is the.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Assistant Chief Nick Morosco driving Engine 7. Morosco family very involved in the Yorkville FD. Shout out to them.
Easter Bunny with Reddington Ready Mix, Concrete Ready Mix Company serving Oneida and Herkimer counties. The owner says they saw a need and they're filling the void. Oh my God, Easter Bunny and Santa. That gets you noticed in the St. Patrick's Day parade. Well, everybody's going to be a leprechaun. I'm bringing Santa.
Right, exactly. Goes full tilt. Behind the folks from Reddington, the New Hartford Fire Department. With a large fleet of apparatus today.
Firefighters, fire police, fire investigators, hazmat technicians, safety officers. There's a lot involved in our local volunteer fire departments. And we thank everyone for keeping us safe, serving our community. We are kind of nearing the end of the parade here. New Hartford having the smoke and the confetti. I like to see the confetti fly versus the snow, but that's just me.
That is true. That is true. And the weather held out. It really did. I mean, it was snowing a little heavy this morning, but it has cleared right up, as Eric Gage told you it would. So
The Sequoia Fire Department, following New Hartford, formed in 1911.
The Sequoia Fire Department.
got a pretty large contingent for Sequoia coming down. Handing, I tell you, if parade goers stay till the end, they are making out like bandits as far as candy's concerned. A lot of candies, a lot of tchotchkes, cases of Mountain Dew. And Sequoia brought a couple of their apparatus there. Looks like Assistant Chief Mike Finero. I didn't pay him to say that.
Everyone is cheering for you. Every fire department that goes by.
Checks in the mail, fellas. And we thank the folks at Sequoia for coming down.
How many fire departments do you volunteer for?
I know, only one. I've been doing it a long time, meet a lot of people. Tri-Valley Beverages in the parade today, founded in 1983. They're in Westmoreland, and they're a wholesaler for Anheuser-Busch, Snapple, Heineken, Guinness, very popular today. Portfolio of craft beers like Southern Tier, Omegang, and Cooperstown, Sierra Nevada, Bell's, etc.
Celebrating 40 years.
Yes, and they're still handing out Mountain Dew. They are not handing out Omegang today. I want to give a shout out to Dave Dadayak, just walking by. I didn't see him in the car, but there's Dave, former editor in the OD. Good to see you, Dave.
I'm assuming part of the East
Yep.
Drumline, East Street Drumline. Oriskany Fire Department coming into view. Nice little float coming in.
Yeah.
They are so much work.
Absolutely. But you know what? It's what's that called? A labor of love, right? Because you know it's going to be a fun time. It's an opportunity in any type of civic organization, whether it's a fire department, American Legion, Rotary, Kiwanis, what have you. When you work on a project like that, it also brings you together with a common goal. So it's multifaceted and multi-beneficial, if that's a word. I don't think it is, but it sounds good.
I believe this is a Oriskany.
Oriskany Fire Department.
Well, we have a minute. Just want to give a shout out to the coordinators of the parade, Pat McGrath and Dave Wood. They do a beautiful job. It's a lot of work. It really is a job. And they're happy to do it.
Speaking of labor of love, exactly. And you know they put their heart and soul into it. And when you put your personal effort into it, there's more at stake, and so they want it to go well, obviously.
Elite towing and recovery. And following Elite, we have special medals.
Yep. Special medals with a fire brigade on the plant site. When you deal with some of the materials that they're dealing with, you want to have an on-site system right there. That's their emergency response team and the vehicle they use.
Oh, be careful, please.
The orange van, that's a great shot. See, those little kids that just handed out, they'll remember this for the rest of their lives. They'll be talking to their kids about the time they got to walk in the parade handing out candy. Coming into view now, the NASCAR Hall of Fame. The NASCAR Hall of Fame is located in Charlotte, North Carolina. But that is a Rapid Roman, Richie Evans, I believe, instead of 61. And behind them is the Whitesboro Fire Department.
If you don't see them, you'll hear them.
with their tower. And as Whitesboro makes their way through, Wheelock Disposal is behind Wheelock Disposal, family owned and operated since the 1970s. Main efforts to provide quality service and to stand out among the other companies as one of the best in service. Trash removal services to southern Herkimer and southern Oneida counties. New Hartford DPW with their street cleaner all decked out in shamrocks for the special event today.
And they're also probably helping to clean up the confetti because New Hartford Fire Department brought it.
That might be the deal, I'm not sure.
Maybe.
And
well,
Clinton,
you could bring confetti, but I'm going to need you to sweep it up.
And wrapping up the parade, the last two units, the Clinton Collision, serving the local community for over 45 years. And you see the big wreckers they have when there's a tractor trailer or something of that ilk that goes off the road. You need something big, and that that bad boy will do it. Okay. And following Clinton Collision is the Masonic Care Community. They got the parade a little bit late, so they wrapped it up.
They started the parade, and they will end the parade. The Utica Police Department, and DPW, Utica DPW. They clean up that parade route before the roads even reopen.
Absolutely. So that is the parade. Wrap it up, as we said, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're going to take a really quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the festivities for the 2023 Utica St. Patrick's Day Parade. Stay with us.